Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first reading vlog of 2022. Honestly, the first reading vlog ever on this channel, and today's reading vlog I think is a pretty fun one because we are going to be reading the two most hyped up romances of 2021, and also I might audio Spanish Love Deception as well, so there might be like the top 3 romances of 2021. We shall see on that last one, but definitely we're going to be reading the first two, which is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry and The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. So both of these books came in first and second place on the Goodreads Choice Awards winners for 2021. This one came in first place and The Love Hypothesis came in second place, and only a couple hundred votes separated them, which is honestly pretty close because some of the other categories I saw, it was like thousands of votes or tens of thousands of votes that separated them. So in comparison, a couple hundred is actually a pretty small amount. So in this week's reading vlog, we will see, was this one actually better or was this one actually better? And then also I might include the Spanish Love Deception in here because that one won Best Debut Novel, and I know that was another really hyped up romance of 2021. That one I don't have a physical copy of, but I think I might audio it while I'm working. But yeah, if you are interested in all this stuff, you're interested in reading vlogs, reading videos, I'm like trying to like think of like what to say. If you're interested in book videos, reading vlogs, subscribe down below because I post here twice a week on this channel. And yeah, I can't wait to read these. Which one do we read first? I don't know. I kind of want to start with this one because I feel like Emily Henry, I feel like it's going to be a 5-star read because I loved Beach Read. So I'm like, this has to be a 5-star read, right? But like, if I do that, like she sets the bar up here for me, and if I do that, am I really gonna like give this one a fair shot? So maybe I should start my vlog with this one because I don't really have expectations for this one, but this one I got hella expectations for. So what to do? I guess you guys will find out later what I decide to read. But yeah, these are the 2 books I'll be featured in this vlog. But I still have a few more things to do before I can crack open this book, so I will see you guys later. First clip of the reading vlog, and we're not even reading, but I'm supposed to be getting ready to go to dinner with my boyfriend. I'm meeting him there, and like, I like the outfit. Like, I think it looks cute. We got the belt, crop top, oversized shirt, cute ripped jeans, and then the shoes. The shoes. You guys. I'm stressed because I cannot find cute shoes to wear with this. So I'm gonna try more options, see what you guys think. But like, what, like, these jeans, I love them, but they're such an awkward length. Like, what shoes do you wear with them? Like, is this cute? No. Okay, I think I found better shoes. Okay, ready for the reveal? Let me know. What do you think? These. I feel like they're better, right? Or are they just as ugly? What is wrong with the length of these pants? I can't. Why does it do this? Why? But I think these are cuter. I think this outfit is a winner. Maybe. Or I might hate it and change. But I kind of want to start reading, so I think we're just going to go with it. Okay, so I'm finally going to crack open The Love Hypothesis. I decided fuck the shoes. I'm going to a restaurant. We're sitting down. No one's going to see the shoes. So this is what we're working with. Right over here. Those shoes. And we also have Storm hanging out with me. Say hi, buddy. He's like, hello. Hi, people. He's so cute. Anyway, we're gonna get into The Love Hypothesis. I will check in when I feel I have something relevant to say about the story. But basically, I think I said what it was about in the intro. It says, when a fake relationship between scientists meets the irresistible force of attraction, it throws one woman's carefully calculated theories on love into chaos. I'm pumped. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm on page like 42, 43, and I just have to say their banter is so cute. Like, specifically his banter, like Dr. Carlson, Adam, whatever you want to call him. It is so cute. I'm going to read you some of it. Like, oh my god, I can't. So she's like, this is like the part where everyone finds out, oh, by the way, potential spoiler. I'm like, I don't think it's a spoiler, but like, because of what in a romance is really like a spoiler, but like potential spoiler, you know? So be cautious if you haven't read it. But basically, like, everyone, I'm at the point where everyone's like finds out that they're like dating, like quote unquote like dating, like fake dating, whatever. Well, not fake dating, they think they're dating, but like it's fake anyway. And she's like freaking out, and she goes to him, she's like, oh my god, like I'm so sorry, like everybody knows. And she was like, okay, what if we like do the breakup? And then she's like, what if we tell people it's a mutual breakup? Sounds good. Really great then. Well, we could ask Sherry to add it to the departmental newsletter. What? Or do you think a public announcement before seminar would be better? No, it's maybe we should ask IT to put it in the Stanford homepage. That way people would know. Like, it's just cute. I'm just eating this shit up. I love it. Yeah, we're just gonna keep reading. But if the rest of the book is going this way, like, I'm already loving it. It's page 44. I already have to update you guys again, literally like 1 page later from when I last talked to you guys. But like, I think I figured it out why I'm like loving this book so much, and especially like his banter and stuff. And that's because like we have the same sense of humor. Like, I feel like I like to say really deadpan things, sarcasm, like those are like my humorous characteristics. Like, those are the things I like in humor. And that's exactly what he's doing. Like, she's like, are you not married or something? And he goes, my wife and the twins won't mind. Like, it's just hilarious. I love this book. I mean, we're on page 44 already, and I'm just like, yes, love it. Give me more. This was a great way to start off my 2022 reads. I'm about 20% into the book. I read up till page 68, I think, which is the end of chapter 3. The chapters are kind of longer, which is why I'm stopping the book now, because I know I have to leave soon. And I feel like I'm going to have to leave in the middle of chapter 4. And I don't know if anybody else is like this, but like, I hate stopping in the middle of a chapter. Like, I need to like put my bookmark at the end of a chapter, not in the middle of a chapter, because like, who knows when I'm going to come back to it, and like, I'm going to forget what happens. Like, you know, the chapters keep things nice and cohesive, and like, I don't want to disrupt the flow. So yeah, I'm about 20% into the book. My thoughts so far on the book is I'm really enjoying it. I don't know that I would necessarily call it 5-star read so far, but it is definitely at least a 4-star read. I mean, why am I thinking about ratings? I'm only 20% into it. But yeah, I'm really liking it so far. I really love their banter, and I love their chemistry together. And I'm just like really curious, like, why everybody thinks he's like an asshole. Like, why does everyone keep calling him like Adam Ass Carlson? Like, I know it's like, oh, this girl ran out of his office crying, but like, what is he doing? What is he saying to them? What is his backstory? I'm really excited to kind of like get all that information. But yeah, I love the story, but I think the reason it's not like an OMG wow 5 stars for me is because like the beginning, like their meet cute moment when she just kind of like kisses him to like convince her friend that she's dating somebody, I don't necessarily believe it. Like, not that I don't believe it, but unless you're like, fake dating, I feel like does not happen in real life unless you're a celebrity and your PR teams are like, hey, you guys got a date to like promote this movie, promote this whatever, like that I believe in. But like fake dating in real life, like their situation is just kind of like hard to believe. So that's why I'm just kind of like about it. But like everything else about the book, I absolutely love, and I can't wait to continue after I get back from dinner. Okay, I changed my shoes for the 3rd time, but I honestly think these are the winner. I think everyone's gonna see and agree. Cute little nude heels, right? It's a look. It's cute. I think it goes. I mean, I don't usually wear heels like this. I don't usually wear heels out like this, but I'm gonna be sitting, it's a restaurant. And like, I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not a Pinterest bitch. Like, I can't just walk out of the house like that. But then I was like, no, girl, you can walk out of the house like that. So yes, we are wearing these. These are the ones I think that look the best anyway. So I'm happy about that. Okay, so update on The Love Hypothesis. I love this story. Like, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a 5-star read. I mean, I don't know yet because I'm only 26% into it, because like I don't feel like super depth, right? But it's like a rom-com that is done right. Like, it's not cringy. Like, their banter is so cute. It's lighthearted. Like, I love it. Like, I'm just eating this shit up. And like page 91, you guys, like, okay. He goes, she realized that Adam had placed his arm on the back of her chair. He wasn't touching her, but there was something protective about his position. Oh my God. Like, I just love this story so much. I love them. Everything is amazing. I'm just so happy with this read, and I'm pleasantly surprised because I really did not have expectations going into this. I knew it was highly rated, but like personally myself, I didn't have high expectations because I have seen booktubers I really like say they didn't like it, and then I've seen booktubers I also really like say they loved it. So I was just kind of like, I have no idea. I have a long day of work ahead of me, and I'm not going to be able to read The Love Hypothesis very much, which just sucks because like I'm like absolutely obsessed with that story at the moment. So I was like, you know what, let's just, and I have a big long day of work tomorrow as well. I work from home. If you don't know, I'm an eBay seller, so like I kind of can do whatever I want, which means if I want to listen to audiobooks all day while I work, I can do that. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today and tomorrow. I'm basically just going to be binging The Spanish Love Deception. That was not really far up on the best romance list on the Goodreads Choice Awards, but it did win best debut novel, and it is a romance, so I'm just throwing it in here. A lot of people have been hyping it up recently, so that is what I'm going to be listening to. I've listened to the first chapter already. I don't really have any thoughts on whether I like it or don't like it because it was only the first chapter. I mean, I guess that means I wasn't captivated, right? It's just okay. Like, but again, one chapter in, we cannot judge. So yeah, I'm going to continue listening to that while I work, and I will update you when I feel like I have something relevant to say about the story. Okay, so I just finished chapter 2 of Spanish Love Deception on audio, and I feel really bad for saying this. Like, I'm just not jiving with like the narrator of the story. Like, I don't know. I'm not jiving. I don't know. It's just, I'm not connecting to the story, which is fine. It's only 2 chapters in, so like it could get better from here. I'm not, like, the story's not captivating me. The narrator's not captivating me. But like, I did want to say, oh my God, like that misogyny about like her having to plan the party, like, ew. Like, that makes me want to vomit. Like, what is wrong with this workplace? What is wrong with these men? But yeah, we're on to chapter 3 now. Hopefully the story looks up from here. But I'm not gonna have my hopes like too low. Like, I'm not gonna like expect it to like not connect for the rest of the story. I'm hoping I will connect eventually, like now. So we shall see. So I might have completely missed it, but I don't get why the main character hates this dude so much. And like, I find both of them to be super annoying. I'm hoping it gets better once they get into like the romance aspect of it. But like, I know it's enemies to lovers and like fake dating, but like this enemies portion of the enemies to lovers, like I'm not getting it. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. So I'm hoping like, I mean, I'm only in chapter 3, like the romance, I don't know when that's coming, but like something's gotta happen soon because they're just being annoying. Like, I want them to go to Spain and fall in love and be cute. Okay, so now I'm on chapter 4, which, I mean, technically chapter 6, but I think it's chapter 4 in the physical book. It's chapter 6 on the audio, because like the first 2 chapters are like, this is Audible, da 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 da, you know, all that stuff. Okay, now my ice maker is going off in my freezer. Anyway, we're finally getting to know why she hates him and like why she hates him. Like, I understand her reasoning. Like, he like shit talked her to the boss and was like, I don't want to work with her. So like, I understand all of that, why she doesn't like him, but like, I wish like we would have got that earlier in the book. And maybe we did, I just wasn't paying attention, but I don't think so, because like at this point, like she's going into detail about it and how it made her feel. So it makes me feel like this is the first time we're learning about it. It's just hard because like when I'm listing and like working at the same time, I'm like, wait, did I miss? Okay, I did that. I don't know, but I don't think I did miss it. But yeah, like we're finally realizing why she doesn't like him. And like, to me, it's just like, I wish I would have got that at the very beginning of the book, because like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why are we like in the beginning, I was just kind of like not liking her because I was just like, why is she like hate him so much? Like, there didn't seem to be a reason. It's just like, oh, I hate him. But now we know why, and it makes sense. But that would have helped maybe in the first chapter, second chapter to know. But yeah, that's my update so far, and I'm going to keep you guys posted as I go on. I'm gonna try to listen to at least half of it today. I have a big work day tomorrow, so I'll probably listen to the other half tomorrow, or maybe we'll binge it all today. We'll see how invested I get in the story. Right now, I'm not super invested into it. I'm still just kind of meh about it, so we'll see. I'm back with more complaints about this book as I'm doing my shipping labels, but I don't get it. I'm not getting it. So first of all, when he's like asking her to be her, like, he's like, oh, like, did you think about my offer? Like, I really want to go with you. Not really want to go with you, but like, I want to be your like fake date, whatever. Like, I want to go to your sister's wedding with you. And in her head, she's like, why would he do that? Oh my God, like, why? And then it's just like, girl, why don't you ask him, like, why, like, confront him and be like, oh, I heard you on the phone with our boss, like, talking shit, saying you didn't want to work with me. Like, why don't you be upfront about that so he has a chance to explain himself? Because there's probably a reason for it. Like, just knowing the story, right? Like, there's obviously gonna be a reason. They're not gonna make him a total dick because they're like a love interest. So it's like, girl, why don't you ask him? And then two, he's like, okay, well, I need you to come to a thing with me. And then she's like, okay. And he's like, okay, it's tomorrow, like, be ready. And then he's like, I'll tell you the details tomorrow. It's like, why is there like no like communication? Like, why don't you guys like actually like talk to each other? Like, why don't you tell her the event she's going to and why you want her there? Like, she's doing you a favor and you're doing her a favor, but like, you should tell her why you want her there. And girl, you need to ask him why he was talking shit. I can't with these characters. They're just super annoying. Okay, so I just finished packaging up all my shipping stuff, so I have to go to the post office. At first I have to walk my dog, but I got to chapter 8 in the book so far, so I'm gonna keep binging it throughout the day. So it's technically chapter 10 on Audible, chapter 8 in the real book, but I'm finally getting into it now, which I'm happy about because like I want to like this book because like I'm reading it, like obviously I want to like it, but I'm finally getting into it. It's chapter 8, but I just wish it didn't take me till chapter 8 to really like get into the story and want to continue listening. But I feel like I was kind of like not forcing myself to listen to it, but just like, okay, it's on the background while I'm working type of thing. But now I'm like, oh shit, no, like I actually want to listen to it. So yeah, if you're like me and you're reading the book, like make it to chapter 8 and maybe you'll like it. I don't know, but again, like I don't really want to wait that long to get into a book, but oh well. Here we are. I'm glad I'm liking it now, and I can't wait for them to go to Spain. Right now they're at the charity event for the auction or whatever, and yeah, I'm just excited to see where that goes. Okay, so I just got back from the post office, and the last 5 minutes for my car ride, I rather have drove in silence. Like, I turned off the audiobook. I was like, I need to just drive in silence for 5 minutes because this bitch is pissing me off. Like, the main character is being so annoying right now. Like, I don't even know what chapter I'm on. They're still at the charity event. It's after the auction, and he's like, they're talking about, like, she's like, oh, like, I would love to go to, like, the adoption place, whatever, like, the dog place, like, you know? And then he was like, oh, like, that's what we could do. We can go. And she's all like, oh, like in her head, she's like, why would he want to take me? Like, oh, this must be part of the deal. Like, that's just who he is. And just like, oh my God, this bitch, he's obviously interested in you and you are being so annoying. And it's literally all over the fact that she overheard something that she literally could just ask him about. Like, she could just literally be like, hey, I heard you said this. And instead of going through like all this, like, oh, I think he's like, there's like all this like in her head overthinking, like all this whining, all this like, oh, like he's obviously interested. Like, talk to him. Communication skills, please. Like, communication skills, please. Okay, so right now on chapter 15 of the audiobook, which like minus 2 chapters. So that's like chapter 13. I have like 8 minutes left in the chapter. She's about to go to Spain. Aaron just showed up. And I'm liking the story. Like, I like it. I like them. I like getting better now because like they're starting to like, you know, you're starting to feel the connection between them. But it's like, why does this guy care so much about her when she's kind of just like so like distant from him? Like, she doesn't really want, like, in her head he's an asshole, right? So she doesn't really like want to be with him. Like, she's like, she holds herself back from him, and she's kind of like always nitpicking fights and stuff, and yet he like really wants to be with her, and like I'm not getting it. But overall, like, I'm not hating it. I mean, right now in my head it's like a 3-star, but you know, we'll see how the Spain thing goes. And honestly, like, it took a while for us to get to Spain because like the tagline for this like book, at least on Audible. It was like, I forgot what it was. It was like fake date. I don't know. It was like something. And then it was like in 3 days to convince her family in Spain, right? So like I, going into this book, thought the whole book was going to take place over those like kind of 3 days in Spain. Like obviously I thought in the beginning they were going to like set up the fake dating thing. They're going to go through their 3 days in Spain and like live happily ever after. I don't know, but it's like 50 degrees in Florida today, which that is why I'm literally wearing hoodie, sweatpants. Like I went on because I have to walk my dog every morning, obviously. So I like bundled up, and now we're back, and I'm gonna get ready for the day. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready for the day. I bought this new shampoo on Amazon. It looks like this. I really want like really pretty shiny hair, and I was trying to like look up the best one, and like the best one that everyone talks about is called like Oribi or something. I don't even know how to pronounce it. And so I googled it, and it is $50 for the shampoo bottle, $50 for the conditioner bottle, and I was like, $100? No thank you. So I looked up the best drugstore one, and this one was like pretty highly rated. It is the Maui Moisture Hair Care Lightweight Hydration and Hibiscus Water, and it's pretty in pink. I paid $14 for both of these, and I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm going to blow dry my hair, which I actually do have a serum for that too, and hopefully have pretty shiny hair today. And yeah, that is today. And also, this is not like anything relevant, but I got this acne foam cleanser, and I've been breaking out a lot recently. And I know it like looks bad right now. I've only used this for 5 days so far, and honestly I can already tell a difference. Like I know I'm still breaking out, but my breakouts, like the pimples aren't as big. Like they're better. I don't know how to describe it. They're just better. They're like more like red dots and kind of flat against my face instead of like ginormous whitehead pimples. So I feel like this is definitely working. And also with that, I've been using this Vichy serum every day as well. So these two together have been working, because the thing is I don't have oily skin, but I have acne, which I guess they call it like hormonal acne. You get it in your 20s like some people do, and that's because it's like most acne wash is for people with oily skin. I don't have oily skin, so if you have like a dry skin, you're going through something like me, I think this one is working pretty well. Like I said, I'm only 5 days into it, but I'm actually really liking it. And then that is what this is for. This is just like a moisturizing thing. It's just really good to add some moisture to your skin, especially like if you are using like an acne wash and have dry skin. So you know, all that stuff. I will see you guys later when I continue reading more of the audiobook and give you more of an update. Okay, so I just finished getting ready, and I think my hair looks good. Like the new shampoo, I like it. I definitely think my hair looks soft. It looks pretty. It's straightened. It's blow dry. It's not like super like shiny. Like I want it to be like really like luxuriously shiny. But it's only the first time I used it, so maybe it's like a thing you have to use like a lot of times. But I think what I really need is like a good leave-in conditioner, a good hair mask. If you guys know any like really good hair masks, any good like the leave-in conditioners that are like drugstore, you know, like affordable, drop them in the comments down below, because yeah, I'm on the hunt for a good one. So let's start our day. I'm going to be continuing to listen to it while I work. I have a lot of work to get done today. I got a 100-pound mystery box of clothing for my online eBay business, and I processed I halfway processed it yesterday, so today I have to photograph all 100 pounds, and yeah, it's a lot of work. So we will definitely binge the audiobook and finish it today. All right, so I just started chapter 18. Like I haven't read any of it yet or listened to any of it yet. I just literally thought the narrative was like chapter 18, and then I was like, let me film a clip. So I feel like I'm a good way into the book now, and honestly, like I really loved him coming to Spain. I love the soccer game. That seems like really fun, but overall, I'm just thinking this is just like an okay book. But I really like it now that they're in Spain, because now she's starting to like, I feel like, develop feelings for him. She's like, damn, you're hot. Like there's so much going on. And yeah, like I feel like it's better. Like this is better. Like it's much better than the beginning where she was like, oh my God, he's like an asshole. He hates me. Why is he being so nice to me? Like why this, why that? Now it's starting to get into the attraction, the physical attraction, like the chemistry that's there. And I don't know. I'm liking it a lot better now, but I still am thinking it's going to be in the 3-star. Like, I know I haven't finished the book yet, so it's really early for me to say this, but like, I feel like there has to be better romances out there. Like, if you're someone who doesn't read like a bunch of books a month, right? And you're pretty selective on the books you do read because like you only read a limited amount, which I mean is kind of for everybody, right? Even if you read 100 books a year, like that's still a limited amount compared to how many books are out there. So even if you're someone who reads like a whatever, I don't know, I just feel like this one is safe to skip, but I really like it. And I think this author has potential because like I said, I'm really liking it now that they're in Spain, which again, I thought most of the book was going to take place in Spain, so I kind of wish we had the whole book set there, but now that we're there with her family, it's a lot more fun. And I don't know, I think it's a bit long, like the beginning part of it, and I can't wait to see what this author does in her next story because I don't think she's a bad writer. I just think the beginning, the characters were really annoying. But so yeah, I would definitely want to read another book by her just to see. But this one I'm going to say is pretty safe, 3-star. I'll probably update you if there's anything that relevant that happens. If not, I'll probably just update you guys at the end and give my final thoughts. But look at all the stuff I have to photograph today. Ooh, wish me luck. Okay, so I really haven't had time to physically read, but I'm actually waiting for somebody who is in an appointment right now, and I'm in my car, so I brought The Love Hypothesis with me to read, so I haven't had time to physically read, really. So I've been audiobooking The Spanish Love Deception and not really driving with it. But oh my god, I love this book so much. Like, it is so cute. I cannot. So she was like, now I'm actually a bit sorry that I can't have you on my dissertation committee. Perhaps rumors of your cruelty have been greatly exaggerated. And he goes, maybe you just pull out the best in me. I can't, like, stop. My heart can't take it. They're so cute. I love this book. In the beginning I was like, oh, like, I don't know if it could be a 5-star read. Oh no, fuck it. Like, we're 150 in. This is a 5-star read probably already. Oh my god, I love it. So we will continue. Okay, I'm back already. So she's like asking him, like, why don't you have a real girlfriend? He goes, Olive. He took a deep breath. You should know that. And then fucking Jeremy interrupts him. He's like, fuck you, Jeremy. He was just about to tell Olive that he loves her. Actually, I don't know if that he was gonna do, but that was like the vibes I'm getting. Oh my god, I just want them to be together. This is the cutest story ever. If you guys like don't believe the hype in this story because you haven't read it yet and you're like, oh, should I read it? Is like the hype real? The hype is fucking real. Go buy this book right now and read it because like I'm in love. This is the cutest love story ever. And Netflix, where are you? Like, you need to make this a movie, like right now. Like, you made To All the Boys I Loved Before trilogy. Like, you made 3 movies out of that shit. This book right here, make it a fucking movie. Okay, that's it. Bye-bye. Hello, excuse my background, it's laundry day, but yesterday I finished The Spanish Love Deception. That was Wednesday. The day before that was Tuesday, and I finished The Love Hypothesis, and this morning I started People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. So I'm not going to talk about the wrap-up of the other 2. I kind of want to do it at the end, and I'm going to tier rank them because these are the top 3 most raved about books from 2021, like, well, romance books from 2021. So I'm gonna do a little tier ranking at the end and give you my full wrap up on them. But I started this morning. I am on page, let's see, 32, which is a chapter 3. So this chapter 3 is basically, it says 12 summers ago, and then I kind of read like the first little paragraph of it. So chapter 3 is when Alex and Poppy first meet. This is like how they meet and become friends, and I think it's probably the beginning of their vacation. So I read the first 2 chapters. Basically in the first 2 chapters, it's kind of setting up what Poppy's work is. She is a travel writer, which I actually really love that occupation for like a character to read about. Like, I found like the first 2 chapters really interesting, or especially the one where she had the meeting with the boss and everybody, right? And they're going over like, oh, where do we do our next like cover, whatever, their magazine cover for like vacation. They're like spitballing ideas on where to go, and just, I don't know, I just like really enjoyed reading that scene and kind of like getting her, and I also enjoy the dialogue between her and her friend. I think her name is Rachel. So I'm really happy with the first 2 chapters so far. I'm not gonna say I'm super captivated and in love with the book like immediately, because like I'm not. I mean, it's so hard to say, right? Like, why should I even talk about that first 2 chapters in, whether I'm captivated and in love? Because I feel like it takes more than 31 pages to get there. Like, even the love hypothesis, I wasn't, like, captured and amazed in the first 2 chapters, right? Like, it takes a little bit to warm up to it. But this book, I definitely see having potential because, I don't know, I'm really enjoying it so far. And we shall see what happens. I really want to know what happened in their previous vacation. Like the reason why they're not talking anymore. I'm really excited to get to that chapter and figure out what went on, what went down. But yeah, so far, really enjoying this book. I'm gonna try to get a good portion of it read today because it's already Thursday. Like, this week went by so quickly, it's crazy. So yeah, I'll be reading this. I have a lot of work to do today, but hopefully this, at the end of the day, if I'm not too tired, we could at least get maybe like 40% into it. That would be my goal. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready for my day. Just wanted to give you guys a quick little update, and I will see you guys soon. Hello everybody, I haven't updated you in a little bit, but today is Friday and there's my puppy Storm. He is what, 4.5 months, maybe 5 months at this point. I adopted him from the pound in November. I just got home from running errands, so he's hyper, but I did want to update you guys. So I'm reading People We Meet on Vacation right now. I'm on page 75, so chapter 9. I'm not in love, I don't hate. It's good. It's like, in my head, if I'm rating it, it's probably like 4 stars so far, but hopefully I'll get more invested as we go on. Like, I don't like love it, I don't hate it. To be honest, it's really funny because I wanted to save this book for last because Beach Read was like one of my favorite books ever, and I was like, if I read, like, because I assumed this was gonna be just as good as Beach Read, right? So I was like, if I read this book, it's gonna be so unfair to the love hypothesis because Emily Henry, she just is up here, right? And like, what writer can compete? What romance story can compete? So I honestly thought that starting with this book was gonna like make me not like the love hypothesis as much. Well, that took a wild turn of events because the love hypothesis was fucking amazing. Amazing. I am obsessed with it. I love that so much. I will go over it in the wrap up. So honestly, the love hypothesis has kind of made me judging this book a bit unfair. So literally the opposite situation happened. So yeah, that is what I'm really focusing on today, is getting a majority of this book read because I have new books to read for next week's vlog. So that means this one has to be read by tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna just like kind of speed run through this. I actually have some work to do. It's just like computer work, so like whatever. I'm gonna focus on reading this and I will deal with everything else later. Honestly, I really wanted to go to the beach to read this because I live in Florida and I actually live relatively close to the beach, and I mean everyone in Florida lives close to the beach, right? So I was like, oh, let me go to the beach and read it because like this looks like the perfect beach read. But I'm actually getting a new car tomorrow, which means I went and got my like old car like detailed because I'm trading it in. So I was like, I don't want to get sand in my newly washed clean car, so we're just gonna read it on the couch like a normal person. But I really did want to go to the beach, but that's whatever. I'd rather have a clean car and then a new car tomorrow. So I will see you guys soon when I have something to say about this. So far, basically, we're just like, they just got to the vacation they're going on, Palm Springs, and we've gotten a few flashbacks of our friendship in the past. I don't know. I don't really know if I love friends to lovers trope. I actually really love enemies to lovers. Friends to lovers, I'm not sure. I haven't really read a friends to lovers romance. I'm kind of new to the adult romance genre, so we'll see if I really like it. I kind of like, okay, just based on like what I think, I don't always love, actually no, that's not true, because I really love Nick and Noelle's Christmas playlist, and that was friends to lovers. But like, I just like having like guy and girl friendships be platonic and stay platonic. You know what I mean? Because I feel like so much of our society is just like, oh, guys and girls can't be friends. Like, it always leads to like sex or somebody falling in love with somebody. And that's not true. I feel like guys and girls can have completely platonic friendships. So I just really like that representation in books of completely platonic male-female friendships. And like friends to lovers is obviously like the complete opposite of that. So on the like trope itself, I'm kind of iffy on. So yeah, we'll see. Everyone raves about this book, so I'm assuming it gets a bit better. So yeah, not that there's anything wrong with it now. Like, I'm invested. I like it. To be honest, I didn't even realize I got to page 75. I was just reading it, and then like I was on page 40. The next thing you know, I was like, oh shit, I'm on 75 already. So, I mean, that's good. But yeah, I will update you guys in a bit when I have something relevant to say about this. But so far, it's good. Just like a little above average so far. And we'll see if it makes the Love Hypothesis tier. Because, like, the Love Hypothesis was just off the charts. So we'll see if this can compete. Okay, so I said I was going to come on here if I had anything relevant to say. I'm on page 169. So I think when I last talked to you, I was on like page 80 or something. So I've pretty much doubled where I'm at in the book, and I don't really have anything relevant to say. Like, nothing's making me like want to come on here and be like, oh my god, I can't believe this just happened. Like, I feel like not much is really happening between them. And I don't know, like, I mean, it's cute. Like, there's obviously, like, something happened, right, in their past. I haven't said what happened in Croatia, but, like, obviously, like, you know, something happened that probably had to do with, like, romantic feelings, maybe, I'm thinking. But yeah, I just, like, I'm okay with this book so far. It's not like, OMG, wow, amazing. It's just okay. I think it's because, like, one of the things I really loved about the Love Hypothesis is it was so obvious that, like, Adam was in love with Olive, and it's just like the small things they were doing. And like, I just, you know, like when her friend Anne was like forcing like PDA on them because she thought they were actually dating, like those scenes were so cute, and the things Adam said, they were so cute. And then like this, I mean, they just kind of seem like friends to me, you know what I mean? Like, I see the hint of the romantic connection there, but like, to me, they're just reading off as friends, which is what they are, friends to lovers, right? So I'm not really getting the romance aspect to it yet. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm on chapter 17, which starts out with 7 summers ago in New Orleans. So maybe something relevant is gonna happen soon that's gonna make me want to come on here and be like, OMG, I love this book. But for right now, I don't love it. It's just okay. Like, right, it's good. I'm not saying it's bad or it's just like okay. It's good. It's a good book. I read those 80 pages or like 90 pages super quickly. I just been kind of breezing through this book, so that's nice. It's not a very hard read. It's very easy to breeze through. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's good. Which is such a turn of events from how I thought this was gonna go. But you know what? Here we are to be pleasantly surprised. Okay, so I am done with this book. Well, not done, but like done reading it for the moment. I'm on page 200, which is the start of chapter 20. And yeah, I just need to get some listings up on eBay for my job. If you don't know, I'm a full-time reseller. So like, I buy secondhand clothing and I sell it on like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. So I need to get some listings up in my store. So I feel like page 200 is a good place to start. And I was about to list like 10 minutes ago, and then I got like caught up in reading the reviews on this book, and I went to the 2-star reviews, and then I read the 5-star reviews. And what I'm gathering, like, after reading all these reviews, what I feel about this book, it's just boring. I mean, like, it's kind of like, I know I'm flipping through it really fast and it's kind of like holding my interest, but it's just overall kind of boring to me. And there's just not much plot to the book. I'm like so surprised that this is so hyped up, because like I'm 55% done with the book. Like on my Goodreads, I'm 55% done with the book, and I feel like nothing has happened so far. Like, really not much at all has happened. I feel like there hasn't been any progress. We don't even really know anything about what happened in Croatia that made them stop talking for 2 years. I mean, you can kind of like guess in your head, but like, there is nothing to even suggest that's romantic. Like, it's really not being talked about at all. And I don't know, it's just like boring. I don't know. It's good, but boring. It's a good boring. I don't know what I'm saying. But I was thinking about it, because like I was saying like, oh, it's not that I hate friends to lovers. Like, overall, I feel like I don't love the concept of the trope. But then I was like, well, I read Nick and Noelle's Christmas playlist. Now it's Friends to Lovers, and I loved that book. But I'm thinking I know why I love that book, and it is because in the very beginning of Nick and Noelle's Christmas playlist, they kiss. They make out in like chapter 2 or 3 or something. Like, they make out very quickly in the book. And then it's kind of like their makeout makes them realize like, oh shit, like I might have feelings for this person. and it just kind of goes from there, and like that's how you kind of build up their relationship. And it's kind of like, should we do this, should we not do this type of thing. But here, like, we have nothing. Like, we're on page 200 and there's been no romance between these two at all. Like, nothing. Not even like talking about romance. Like, the most I've really talked about romance is like Poppy being like, oh, we're friends 95% of the time. The other 5% of the time is me wondering like what it could be if we were together. And it's like, can I get a little more on page 200? And yeah, I don't know. Not the biggest fan of the book so far, but I'm still really excited to read her other book, Book Lovers. But yeah, I don't know. This one's just not doing it for me, which I'm just like so surprised because I loved Beach Read. And this one is just like not living up to the hype so far. So that's all I have to say. I'm gonna go work. I'm gonna make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Then I'm gonna go work. And once I get some listings up in my store, I'm gonna try to read more of this tonight. I'd really love to get the 70% mark tonight because I want to finish the book tomorrow. So if I only have to read 30% of the book tomorrow, I think that will be pretty good. I kind of just want to finish this book, to be honest, so I can start a new book. I feel like I'm kind of over romance. It's the third romance book I've read this week, and that's like a lot of romance for 1 week, you know? So I'm kind of excited to finish this and move on to next week's reads, which are actually going to be pretty good. I'm excited for that vlog. So yeah, I will see you guys soon after I read more of this book later on tonight, and maybe I'll update you. Maybe I won't. We shall see. But regardless, there'll be a wrap up at the end. So see you soon. Okay, so I did my 20 listings on eBay and Poshmark and Mercari. So I got 60 listings done, which means we're back to reading this book. And it's kind of funny because I was watching some booktube while I was working, and someone put this in their top books of 2021, and I'm just over here like, let's see. Maybe it's not that I'm not a fan of Friends to Lovers, which could be probably it, but I feel like another issue is I'm such an impatient person, and this is very slow burn. I like an action-packed romance, action-packed book, whether it doesn't matter what genre it is, fantasy, like mystery, thriller, this, like I always like things to be happening. Yeah, so we'll see if the remaining 45% makes me change my mind about this book. Like, I don't want people to get the wrong idea. Like, I don't hate it, but there's nothing for me to rave about or really talk about because nothing's happened. Okay, and that's it. And Storm is over there playing. Look at all his toys. He's like, yeah, I did that. Okay, so I'm on page 233, and finally something interesting is happening. They started fighting, and I haven't really read the rest of the fight because I just had to check in after this line. He was like, we're like, stop trying to force this friendship back to what it used to be. It's not going to happen. We're different now, and you have to stop pretending we aren't. I'm like, fucking finally, you guys can communicate about your feelings. Finally, this book is going to get interesting. So 233, you finally got me captured. I mean, that's a lie, right? Like, I got to 233 pretty quickly, like, considering I've been not reading this book for very long. I mean, it reads very quickly. So, like, I guess I was captured before, but this is, like, the first time I was like, okay, yeah, wow, can't wait to see what's next. Hello, everybody. It is the end of the week. We are going to do a wrap up on the 3 romances that I read this week. And I'm going to tell you all my thoughts and feelings. You kind of saw my reactions as I was reading them, but now I have finished all of them. I have my final thoughts gathered, and we're going to go over them. So I read this week The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. I read The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, and I read People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. And boy, was it a week. And honestly, I'm over romance. Like, I loved this week. It was fun, but I'm like, no more romance vibes. Like, I need to switch it up. So I'm actually excited for next week's reading vlog because it's all dark academia, and I'm like, fuck yes, because I need a break from the romance. But yeah, let's get into these books and how I feel about them now that I completed all of them. So first, we're gonna start with The Spanish Love Deception. This book. This fucking book. I wasn't even sure I was gonna read it. I thought this video was like, oh, I'm gonna read the most 2 hyped up romances from 2021. And I was like, no. Like, I'm gonna be processing 100 pounds of clothes. I can listen to an audiobook and finish it pretty quickly. So let me do the most hyped up 3 books of 2021 romance edition, right? So I was like, okay, let's listen to The Spanish Love Deception. It was fucking terrible. And I am so sorry because I know like so many people love this book. It won best debut novel like on for the Goodreads Choice Awards. And I don't know how. I gave it a 1-star rating. Like, I just hated this book. I'm sorry to everybody who loved it, but I hated it, and I am gonna go hard on it right now. So if you love this book and you're gonna like dislike this video because I'm about to talk major shit, then just click off. Just click off. Anyway, no. Let me get into all my issues with this book. The first issue I have with this book is it is way too fucking long. I don't know how many pages it is. I would assume it's like in the 500, like maybe like high 400s, maybe the 500 page realm. But I do know it was a 14-hour audiobook. That was so unnecessary for a romance. Like, that was so overly long. I listened on 1.5 speed. And I don't know, I'm not like good enough to do like the 2 times speed. Like, I'm sorry, like my brain doesn't comprehend that fast. The highest I can go is 1.5 speed. That's what I listened to it on. I forgot how long it ended up being. I think it was like 10 hours like doing that. But yeah, no, not a fan of the length of the book. I think it definitely could have been way shorter. If you read the synopsis for the book, it's about, it's basically like, oh, fake dating, like 3 days in Spain, trying to trick her family into they're actually dating. But that is honestly not even a huge portion of the book. There's so much of the book that does not take place in Spain. Like, I feel like I listened to a couple hours, which was probably like a couple, like, 200, 250, maybe 300 pages. I don't know. I don't have the book, so I could just be bullshitting here. Sorry, my dog is playing. He's over there. He's squeaking his toy. He's playing. If you hear noises, that is him. I feel like there was so much of the book that happened before we even went to Spain, and I was just bored. I was like, what is this? Like, I thought this was all going to take place in Spain. And to be honest, if the book only took place in Spain, I would have been so happy because that's the only part of the book that I actually enjoyed was their time in Spain. Like, all that other stuff, I was just like, no, like, just get rid of it. Like, it did not have to exist. Also, my second issue with the book is the main character, Catalina, was so annoying, like so incredibly annoying. Her thoughts were annoying, and not only were her thoughts annoying to begin with, they were just beyond repetitive, and she like couldn't really grow as a person. Like, it was so obvious that Aaron was in love with her, and she was always just like, oh my god, but like he's an asshole, but like oh my god, but like he was like whatever, like it was just always like oh my god, I like can't date him because he's like gonna be my boss. Like she was so annoying, like so annoying. Oh my god, like this is all fake, right? Like he's like being so like, it's so obvious that he loves her, and she's like, but it's all fake, right? Like, oh my god, bitch, shut up. Like, and it's not even like, if she just would have said it like once or twice and like we would have like known, you know, we like learned it and then like whatever, like we move on from it and she like kind of grows. But no, it is like the whole book she's like talking about like, and it's like all in her head, her overthinking. And like, I get it, girl, like I'm an overthinker too, but like I don't want to read about it. Like, it was so annoying. Okay, you can tell I have a lot of anger about this book. Oh, secondly, I actually kind of liked Aaron, but like I never understood why he was in love with her, because like she was kind of like, she had good reason to be an asshole to him, by the way, like what she overheard him saying. Like, I understand why she didn't like him, but like he was just like so in love with her and just like wouldn't like give up on her when she really didn't reciprocate anything but kind of like anger towards him, right? Like, she was never really nice to him because of what he did. Like that shit, and it was like, oh, like a miscommunication thing. I don't know. I honestly don't even remember. Like, okay, I guess spoiler time. If you haven't read it, like, I'll put spoiler right here. So basically, I don't even know if this is considered a spoiler. Is there even spoilers in romance? Like, we all know they get together at the end. We all know there's a big fight, and there's a reason why they're enemies. Like, I don't know. Is there really any spoilers? Anyway, I'll just put it here just in case. He's like on the phone. Like, she overhears him on the phone being like, I don't want to work with her. Like, she's like unprofessional or something. I don't know. And then I don't know how that ever got resolved. I don't know how he like not fought his way out of it, but like, you know, like talked his way out of it. I don't know if she ever confronted him about it, and I know I listened to the book, but like I was so bored that sometimes I was just like zoning out of the book. So I don't know if that was addressed and I just missed it. But so I understand why she didn't like him, but then when he was like being so nice to her, it's like, communication, girl. Like, why didn't you just not confront him and be like, no, the reason I don't like you is because I overheard you say this. Like, why did you not say that in like the first 100 pages? Like, maybe I'm just more of an upfront person, and I definitely would have said something. Even in the fucking moment, I would have said something. Why just like hold on to that and then just like secretly hate him like forever? Like, but yeah, we were talking about Aaron. So yeah, he was, I didn't understand why he loved her so much. Like, that part was just like confusing to me. And then the second part of him that I hated is like once they did get together and once they had like fucked for the first time, like the baby, like, oh my god, he just like said baby over and over and over again. And maybe that would have been fine if I was reading it physically, but it was so cringe to listen to it in audio format. And with the narrator, I couldn't. Like, it was just so cringe. I was like, oh, no, I can't do it. Maybe if I read it physically, that specific part wouldn't have bothered me so much. But listening to it on audio, I was like, oh no, let's stop this. Let's take this word out of your vocabulary, please. But yeah, honestly, throughout reading the book, I kind of just wanted it to be over. And I was trying to convince myself, no, now I'm into the story. But like, looking back on this book, like, when I first finished it, I was like, it was meh, it was okay. But it's been a few days since I read it, and I'm just like, looking back on it with such like dislike. I'm just like, wow, that was like a total waste of my time. No, and a waste of my money, because I bought the fucking audiobook on Audible. Waste of time, waste of money. Okay, now, so that was the worst book of all 3 books we read. It gets better from here. The second book that I'm going to put, so I'm kind of like ranking these from like best to worst, but we're starting from the worst. So I guess from worst to best, right? Because the ending is going to be the best one. So the second book that I read, well, was actually the last book I read, but it's second here because it came in second place. But it's People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. Wow, was this a shocker? That means Ali Hazelwood, The Love Hypothesis, is number 1, and this is such a shocker, such a turn of events, because I definitely thought People We Meet on Vacation was going to be my number 1, and The Love Hypothesis and Spanish Love Deception, I was not sure which one was going to go, like, 3rd place and 2nd place, but, like, we have a shock. We have an upset. We had an underdog come in. That was Ali Hazelwood and take the top spot. But People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. So this book, I feel like, to me, it was not worth the hype that it had around it. And I definitely hyped it up a lot because I loved Beach Read by Emily Henry. I thought that book was absolutely amazing. It's like one of my favorite romance books. So I definitely hyped it up a lot in my brain on top of the hype that everybody else was giving it. And it just didn't live up to the hype for me. And I feel like there's a few reasons for that. I really liked the book. I would give it a 3.5 stars. I rounded it up to a 4-star on Goodreads, but like, it was like really like a 3.5 to 4-star, like a 3.75, I would say, because I can't pick between 3.5 and 4. So 3.75, there you go. That was the rating I gave the book. And there's a few reasons for that. I think one is friends to lovers, which I don't love that trope in general. I don't love friends to lovers. I don't really love a slow burn romance, which this was definitely slow burn and it was friends to lovers. So those are 2 like romance tropes, aspects that I don't love, and they were both in this book. So to be honest, the fact that I even wanted to give it around a 4-star is pretty good. That just means Emily Henry is an amazing writer because she took my 2 least favorite things and she made me want to give it 4 stars. So there you go. That's a pretty good book. But the reason I didn't love the book is I feel like there wasn't a lot of plot to it. Like, nothing really happened. Like, it was basically them, they go on this vacation together, reconnecting after 2 years, and then you get like all these like flashback to like previous vacations and just like kind of shows you their friendship and how they've always kind of had feelings for each other but could never admit it to each other. And I don't know, like, I just feel like not much happened. So I was kind of like not bored because I did read it super quickly. It took me like 2 days to read this book. I was flipping through it very fast. Like, it was just easy to read, right? Like, I read 200 pages in one day, which I work full time, so like it's not often that I just read 200 pages in one day. And I was just able to breeze through it super quickly, very fast and easy to read. That is one really great thing it has going for it. It's just like, you could read it probably in one day if you wanted to. But yeah, I feel like there wasn't really a huge plot to the book. They kept referencing their last vacation, like the reason that they weren't like friends anymore, which is when they went to Croatia. And they just like kept building it up, like, oh, like what happened in Croatia, right? And like it was like this big secret, and then you didn't really find out what happened in that last trip till the end of the book. And then once you find out what happened, you're just kind of like, that's it? Like, that's what happened? Like, that's why you guys didn't talk for 2 years? Okay, hi, this is future Megan interjecting in after I just spoiled the book. So I'm just gonna tell you, I have a spoiler right here. I'm gonna put spoiler on the screen, but I forgot to like say spoiler before I spoiled. So here I am doing that right now. Okay. Like, it seems so stupid because it was a miscommunication. And I don't know, I really don't like miscommunication. I think it could be done right and it could be done wrong. I didn't like this miscommunication because it just seemed like so stupid to me that like she makes this comment and he like totally takes it the wrong way and she like doesn't talk to her for 2 years. It's like off a fucking comment. Like, you guys have been friends for 10 years and you are just gonna not be friends with her over like one singular comment that you don't even know what she really meant because it was a vague comment. Like, what? I mean, I guess I should put spoiler there. So yeah, like that's like so easy. Like, she could have just asked her about it. They could have communicated. Like, you're best friends and you can't even communicate with each other about your own feelings. Like, to me, that was just like kind of dumb. Like, I didn't understand that whole thing at the end of their Croatia trip. So yeah, I feel like that brings it back to slow burn. It was just a little too slow burn for me, which is great for some people. Some people like that. I guess I don't. I like a little fast-pacedness to my books. I like things to always be happening. I get bored easily. What can I say? What's really redeemable about this book to me, the reason I love this book is because of the chemistry that the two characters had. They did have really great chemistry together as friends and as like being together as like, you know, like lovers, friends to lovers, like them being together in a relationship and them being just friends. Like, the chemistry was always there, and that's one thing I really loved about the book. And that's the one thing about Emily Henry, like in Beach Read as well. She just knows how to write really great chemistry and banter between characters, and that's what keeps me invested in loving the book. And also, I think the big reason I love Beach Read that I didn't love this book is there was so much more to Beach Read than just the relationship, where this was really focused on their relationship. And Beach Read, it was about their relationship, but there was different aspects to the book because they were both writers and they're both trying to write books they'd never written before. Like, January was trying to write a literary fiction book, and Gus was trying to write like a fun romance novel, right? But also beyond that, Gus was writing a literary fiction book himself about cults and stuff, and they were going to talk to all these previous cult members and people who have been like involved in cults and this and that whole aspect of the story was so interesting, and it had nothing to do with romance, whereas this book I felt like was just kind of all about the relationship and not much else was in it. So I think that was one really big difference between the two books. I do think though that this is worth the hype because there is so much, I didn't like the elements in the book. But if you like slow burn and you like friends to lovers, then this book is definitely going to be worth the hype to you. And the last book I read this week, which was actually the first book I started this week, is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. And oh my god, you guys, I fucking love this book. And to steal the review from the girl from the Spanish Love Deception, this is my new favorite comfort romance book ever, and I just like want to reread it. I read it this week and I'm already ready to reread the book. It was so good. It was just such a comforting, good story. Oh my god. Next time I read it though, I probably want to audio it because I feel like there's a lot of fun banter in the book, and I feel like it'd just be so amazing in audio format too. So I'm gonna buy the audiobook and listen to that again. But oh my god, it's so good. I just loved the chemistry between Adam and Olive. They had the best chemistry. And every situation where Olive's like best friend Anne was like forcing them into PDA because it's fake dating, right? So like every time she was forcing them into PDA because she didn't know that they were fake dating, it was just the cutest thing. And every time she'd be like, oh, like you should just sit on his lap. Oh, you should just go kiss him right now in front of everybody. I was like, yes, girl, do that. Like, it was so fucking cute. And it was so obvious that Adam just like loved her the whole time. It was just so fucking cute. And the ending to the book, okay, oh my god. The like thing that happens at the end with that one dude who's a total asshole, like, and then like Adam coming to her rescue, like, oh my god, like, oh, that scene in the restaurant where she bursts in and she's like, I have to tell you something. Like, I loved it. I'm a sucker for protective boyfriend trope. Like, that whole situation where, okay, spoiler time, where he like pins him against the wall and he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you ever think about the girl I love. I was like, that is everything. It is, oh my god, it was so cute. Like, I'm a sucker. Like, I eat that shit up. Like, oh my god, it was so good. I just really connected with it. You guys, I love this book so fucking much. As soon as I was done reading it, I was Googling like Adam and Olive fan art, Adam and Olive fan fiction, because I was like, I just need more of the story. I need more. And Netflix, where the fuck are you? If you are listening to this video, which you are definitely not, but if you are, if someone is related to somebody who's a Netflix executive, you have to tell them to make this fucking book a movie. I would watch this movie in a heartbeat. I would like watch it multiple times. I would probably watch it once a week, okay? This needs to be a movie. I need to see this play out in real life. I'm just obsessed, utterly obsessed with the book. If you have not read this book, you have to read it. You just have to. If you gave it anything but a 5 stars, like, I really question your taste in books. I really question like everything about you, really, because it is such an amazing book. Also, too, all the side characters were amazing. Even the asshole in the book, I loved him. Not in like, I loved him, like, he was obviously an asshole, but like the way she written him, I was really like, fuck this dude, he's such an asshole. Like, she made me feel all the emotions. Like, so I loved all the side characters. I loved the villain in that whole story. I was just like, yes, this is all so amazing. So yeah, this one definitely worth the hype. This one, surprise, 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 I did not think this was gonna happen. This one deserves to be first place in the Goodreads Best Romance Choice Awards of 2021. People we meet on vacation. I am so sorry, Emily Henry, girl, I love you, but I'm sorry, you deserve second place and this one deserves first place. I'm sorry, but I said it. I said what I said. I feel what I feel, and that's how it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. This was the first time I ever did a reading vlog style like this, so if you want to leave any comments down below, maybe suggesting like, oh, what you liked and didn't like about the video so I can improve for the next reading vlog I do, please comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!